Hello everyone, my name's CantDoGames. You might wonder why I've got a box med. Well, today's all about cheaters and ways schools are trying to prevent that. Okay class, right, everyone get your pens ready, get your papers ready. Oh, before I forget, anti-cheating hats everyone. Have you got yours? You better do. I want to see all of you with your lovely hats on. Ready? Yeah. I don't know why I've got a box med, I really don't. Hello everyone. Yeah, so today's all about exams and cheaters and ways that people are trying to prevent it. Some of them very, very strange. But I hope you stick around, I hope you enjoy. And let's get into the weird news, shall we? Anti-cheating exam hats said to be really effective. This is a fucking mask. Someone's wearing a fucking hat. I love this one. This guy just made his out of just egg ball cartons. See, you could have it written. You could have it written inside the box. I don't understand. That's really stupid. Alright. If it works, I guess it works. But what? A classroom full of students sitting in an exam have not been allowed to cheat after the teacher made them don a series of special anti-cheating hats. It's like, just went to Powerland or something, or just to the tip and just said, yeah, that'll do. And it's like a big debate about this and all that. It was like years ago before me and my brother, well, I think it was starting around my brother, like kids have been treated better now and all that at schools, and it's good. Yeah, it's a good thing to keep them equal. But you get the naughty kids that still need the old-fashioned way. I know that like schools used to back in the old days. They'd throw like the blackboard rubber at the kids, and they would fucking smack them or keep around the ear. Yeah, I think of that. I got a loophole idea. Most teachers have a baby. Most of them have kids. Get the youngest of their kids to come with them to the exam, and you tell the baby, alright little one, I want you to shoot any of these little fuckers who move or start speaking, okay? And there you go. You give the baby the Nerf gun, and then there you go, done. You're not the one actually doing it, it's the baby. They can't tell a baby off doing it, can they? Anyways, back to the video. We say hats. These aren't really the type of headgear coming soon to a store near you. No shit, I could just go to the tip. But they apparently proven to be really effective at preventing pupils from peeking at others' exam papers. Nerf gun! Just get a Nerf gun! The idea was a brainchild of Mary Joy Mandin Orts, professor of the mechanical engineering at Bicol University College of Engineering, the Philippines. It really is an engineer's solution to the problem of cheating, as the students have all been forced to wear hats, which make it all but impossible for their eyes to wander across the classroom and stare at someone else's answers. Just... oh no! Wandering over! While some of the hats are rudimentary, little more than a couple of bits of paper taped to the unfortunate pupil's head. Fucking. They seem to do the trick. At the very least, they block our perceptive visions, and probably make a hell of a noise if your head is swerving back and forth as you try to spot someone else's answers. Yeah. With this guy, you'll probably end up smacking someone in the face. Look, is that guy at the back holding his hup? It looks like it. The one right at the back. It looks like he's holding it. It's like he's holding it. It's like a pan or something. The anti-hats are very wildly specifications, which some students showing up in an actual headgear like a motorcycle helmet, and other having a trio of egg boxes, the one I like, tied around their face. According to the BBC, Professor Mandin Quartz has been inspired by the idea from Finland, which went viral back in 2013, where students took their tests wearing ear flaps. It's just horse fucking flaps, aren't they? They're horse guards. I think that's what they called it, eye guards or something like that. Taking the idea and running with it, she gave her students the brief to make simple paper design to block their vision. Put a box on their head, basically. Okay, class. Right, everyone get your pens ready, get papers ready. Oh, before I forget, anti-cheating hats, everyone. Have you got yours? You better do. I want to see all of you with your lovely hats on. Ready. This being a class full of engineer students, she soon got some very innovative ideas, including some who just brought in hats and helmets of their own. Social media posts of her creative solutions quickly went viral, and other schools and universities in the Philippines have taken up to the challenge of making their own anti-cheating hats. It's so stupid. If it works, it works, but it's so stupid. It's so random. It's like, aha! I have an idea. Let's use rubbish on your. Let's put a hat on your face. That will stop you from looking at other people. Okay. The idea has worked brilliantly, as Professor Quartz explained that nobody from her class was caught cheating this year, and results improved and her students study even harder. No, because half of them probably like this guy here, the guy with like the binocular type glasses. He could write the answers inside them. You know. The guy at the back there, outside over his whole face, pointing at the writings inside the box. The helmet one you could, if it's a blackout visor, they could easily just have the writings inside and you won't see. That's just like look at this image. What the fuck is she wearing at the back there? You see her at the back left, the pink shirt. Is that just a mask or a bag on her head? And then you got this guy who thinks he's Mexican. That guy has got a beak. And this guy here, I don't know, looks like his kid's lunchbox. I think it's their fault. They shouldn't have like tables like that. I think they should have tables. They should be in the centre, because then you can, solution solved. I guess get better tables. Kids these days are always finding innovative or new ways to cheat on their exams, and it can constant arm race to crack down on them and catch them out. Like Pokemon. No, wait. That makes me sound like a kiddie napper. Never mind. Nope, don't catch them all. One law student was recently caught with a whole stash of pens. Aha! This is the part that I want to look at now. So we'll go into that one. The ideas of what people can do to get away with something or cheat. It's mind-blowing. It's like the amount of time it could have took you to do this, you could have just studied. Because really what the exam is just the result of you studying. That's all it is. It's just the result. It's the result. The main thing of an exam is basically you studying. I did it all. I studied. I gamed. I went out with my friends still. I studied still. I did all of it. Didn't interrupt my days. Because you got that whole holiday. Like in England, we have like the whole Christmas, we have the whole summer holiday to study. And really, you only need to do like a week or two of study and do it like the week before you go back. You have it in your head, fresh and ready. Don't do it at the start of the holiday because you're going to forget about it. Always do it like a few days to a week before the exam and you're fine. I got good grades. Well, I got more grades than the teachers thought I would get. Still F you. I got better grades than you even thought I would. But, I studied. I did it a week before I had to go back to school. I did it. So you don't need to cheat. Like, just doing all this is just so much effort. It's more effort and more brain work, more brain power than it's just to study things you've learnt already. It's just cheating there's always a price with it. Yeah, there's a price to be paid for cheating, and that's what it is. Your time. No one likes taking exams, but often they are unavoidable if you have any hope of getting some special qualifications, titles, or degrees. As a result, studying is a necessary evil, something that again nobody likes doing, but which has simply got to be done if you want to pass the exam. However, there are some people out there who will do everything in their power not to revise. Rather than hitting the books, some take to an alternative approach by choosing to cheat in their exams, even if cheating requires more effort than just studying in the first place. As I said, normally cheating could take a lot longer and more process than it would to just study. If it comes like cheating when you're just playing like on your own or something, yeah, you can do that because you're studying as well. But sitting there and have to do this, like What this guy did, putting notes, tiny little letters and notes into his pens. That must have took him hours to do. And he could have just studied. One such example shared recently comes from Yolande de Lucci, a professor of prosecutorial law at the University of Magalan, Spain, who came across an incredible, excessive, if impressive, method of cheating used by one of her students while he was tidying her office. So it didn't really work then if she has them, ain't it? Tidying up my office, I found this university relic that we confiscated from a student a few years ago. Criminal production law in B and Pike pens. What art? That is pretty cool. You gotta admit, that is pretty cool. In a post on Twitter, the professor shared a picture showing 11 biro pens, which from a distance would probably just look like your average writing tool. Yeah, it just looked like some bit on it, like chewed it. And you wouldn't even want to touch that, would you, if you thought someone's been eating the pen? And I will say, if you're an idiot for doing that, because I always tell my friends this, if you're sitting there chewing a pen, I'm like, it's going to burst in your mouth, and you're going to hate it, and you're going to just taste ink all day. And they're like, no, splash. Boom, just a little grenade off in their mouth. And they look at me, and they tell me, I'm going, you're a dick. And I'm like, why is it my fault? You're the one who was chewing it, I just warned you. Upon closer inspection, though, you can see that the pens are actually covered with absolute minuscule writings. We're talking writing that Stuart Little could respond to. De Lucci described the picture as showing criminal law. It's clear that the student went above and beyond to relay their important notes onto the pens. And this is insane. Like, why would you do it? I dread to think exactly how much time and effort this method of cheating took. I'll give my respects to the person behind it if they managed to pull it off. Unfortunately, though, the fact that De Lucci has the pens in her possession indicates that the student wasn't as subtle with the cheating as they thought they were. Yeah. He must have been like sitting there looking at him like that. Are you cheating over there? No. I made it a bit small. What's small? Nothing. The professor described the pens as art, and her post went viral as baffled internet users across the globe took to the great length that the student responsible had gone to. The post caught the attention of one Twitter user who claimed to know the student behind the pens and explained that they've created their cheating tools by replacing the lead of a mechanical pencil with a needle, and trick with apparently made it super easy for him to write on the pen. I mean, 10 out of 10 for effort, but with the time it takes, yeah, you could have just studied. Other bits of cheating that has been involved is one man managed to go undetected for 3 days, sitting his girlfriend's exam by wearing a wig and headscarf before exam monitors realised on the 4th day who they thought was a 19-year-old woman was actually a 22-year-old man. How blind do you have to be, or how ugly or how manly is your girlfriend for you to be able to get away for 3 days as her? So, what's she doing while you're doing her exam? Sleeping? Like, what do you get? What do you get out of this benefit? You get stuck in an exam instead of her. That sucks. Well, I probably know what he gets for it, but you know what I mean? Whatever. Keeping up with the cheaters is a tough task, but teachers are getting creative themselves. One clever teacher snuck an impossible question onto an exam paper and posted a fake answer online, meaning anyone who snuck a look at a phone on a toilet break would show themselves to be a cheater. That's even smarter. Just catch them out. But I will say the best way of doing it is just get a Nerf gun and you shoot the bastard who's trying to cheat in the head. It won't actually hurt him, it'll just give him a little bruise and it'll probably stop him doing it again. Anyways, that was a bit of my psychopathic nature that came out, but oh well. I hope you enjoyed today's weird news, and remember, there's always a price to pay when you cheat. Don't forget that. Ciao. Oh, Judge. Okay, maybe not. Whoa, okay,